when you go to jail or prison, how you do your time it's on you. Like, you can go in there, you can cause a lot of trouble. I had a chip on my shoulder in the beginning too. Then, some of the uncles pulled me aside and said, hey, you want to go home, fucking drop it a couple levels, and there's nothing you have to prove in there. I took their advice, saw the uncles and stuff. I spent a lot of my time in the art room. I took every class I could take in there. So I took Google SketchUp, Google Word, Microsoft Word, just whatever class they offered, dude, I signed up for it, man. When you're going home, that last week, you hit that gate and stuff, man, you can't sleep. You're antsy. You have a set of friends that you did everything with every fucking day. You worked out, you ate, you cooked with. And if anything popped off, they're gonna be there. But that last week, it's like mentally, you start to put like walls up already, because you're going home, and they know you're going home too. And it's one of those things where you kind of just start like blocking them out. Oh, what's up, man? Oh. You know what I mean? Work out, whatever, do your own thing. Both of you guys kind of notice too. It's kind of weird. You and your little crew that you work out with and you hang out with a lot, you're starting to like mentally break up with your little crew and stuff in there. And then shit. I tell people I will never experience this again in my life, dude. It's the best feeling. And I will never fucking experience that shit in my life. There's never gonna be a day when I got home, man. I'm just like, fuck, it's done. Wow. yeah. Get emotional when I think about it. Cut. I knew what was going on, man. I tried to contact them and stuff, and they wouldn't write me back or anything like that. And I'll call home and stuff, and I hear the word on the street what's going on and stuff, and I was just like, well, fuck that. I started that, I created it. I'm gonna create something new. And whenever it's have that competitive nature in me, that when somebody does me wrong, I want to beat them at that game or whatever, you know what I mean? So, I started designing. I kept all my sketchbooks and stuff and designing new stuff. And I was creating new concepts and I knew when I got out, man, I was going to see, farmers market be successful the way, Defend Hawaii was successful and stuff. I knew it. I saw it. I saw it in my head a bunch of times, man. Farmers Market Hawaii it's my other kid. Defend Hawaii was my other kid. That's why I was so pissed off when things went south with that, because I created that. That was like my child. I made a lot of mistakes and a lot of crappy stuff happened with Defend Hawaii that I made sure that, okay, this time I'm not gonna go through that. I'm gonna cross my T's and dot my I's now, and I'm gonna make sure that, it doesn't go that route. But I also wanna, give other people and work with people and create opportunities and get the bag together. I still wanna do that. If you're trying to get the bag in a different way, Allah, you don't need me, go get the bag your way. But if you wanna get money with me and you wanna get the bag with me, man, I got a formula, let's get the bag together. So that's what Farmers Market means to me. That's just like my other kid.
So I met Keone doing a prison bid, a 5-year prison bid. I met him in Oregon, federal prison. He was just, we were like the weirdo aliens on the yard.
At Sheridan, I was that guy that was they would say, oh, there's a new islander coming in. So right there, I wait at intake. I hit him up. I say, hey, I introduce myself. Hey, what's up? My name is Keone. What's your name? For all the new guys, like they always think you're trying to get up, get off on them, And I think he thought I was trying to like hit him up, like, what set you claim. But I was just really asking him, where you from, man? But right there, he's like, I'm from LA. And he kind of like walked off, and I was like, all right, new guy.
And immediately clicked, immediately knew that this dude probably gonna be friends with him for the rest of my life. We just, were just the weirdos on the yard. Creative, the artistic, still, crack a motherfucker in their skull, but yeah, that's where we met, Oregon.
I saw him at the unit later on, and I just chopped it up with him. Oh, so what, you from LA and you grew up over there? And and just started like talking story and stuff with him. Then I took him to the art room. I was like, oh yeah, I got a seat in here. You gotta wait in line for a seat.
In the art room, actually, there's a 5-year waiting list to get into this tiny art room. There's a 5-year waiting list, and politics being what they are inside, he was able to get me my own seat, and we just smashed. We smashed, whether it was paintings or drawings, or whether it was even just talking about techniques and things that he was good at, that I was terrible at, things that I was good at, that he was terrible at. We just sparred. We
just started creating art, and it's working out in the morning and shit too, so. Yeah, we're just like instantly like best friends and shit.
So I had moved to Los Angeles. I was fighting for custody of my son when I got out. And, I had gotten into tech.
He was in LA at the same time I was in LA, and, I took him to like a little swanky dinner place to grab drinks and eat and stuff. And, he took me to his, he was working at a tech startup at that time. I was like, wow, this place is fucking cool.
It's the first time we had seen each other since we both got out. He was in Hawaii, I was in Los Angeles. First time he came, and I showed him this tech thing that I was working on. He showed me what he was working on, and we just ate and was like, didn't miss a beat.
We had some drinks and stuff, and he said, hey, did you get some crypto and stuff? And I was just like, oh, nah, man, you can't buy anything with that, dude. I didn't understand it. Yeah, it took me years to really understand crypto and blockchain.
You've probably heard of things like Bitcoin or Dogecoin.
Bitcoin at one point today lost 30% of it.
Cryptocurrency was considered a risky alternative investment.
It could hold even more potential for people investing in crypto.
Job growth is surging in the cryptocurrency field.
I had invested in the idea more so than the actual tangible thing. I was a proponent of this idea that it was transparent, that, the banks didn't control it. It was giving power back to the people.
I feel it was an opportunity missed back then. So when he called me up recently and said, hey, we gotta jump on this NFT thing, man. There's a lot of money in it. I think we'll kill it. And I was just like, I'm on board, man.
That's the first time I mentioned crypto to him without knowing that Hawaiians at that point had been completely cut out of the brokerage of this crypto. I had no idea that this entire population of people that, theoretically, this is why it was made, was to empower the community, was being cut out.
If you can do it in California and you can do it, throughout the greater United States, why is it that we're not, in Hawaii, we're not being allowed to, invest and play in that space also? Yo, fuck these guys, man. We're gonna find a way around it. We're gonna fucking do it. And we're gonna teach everybody else how to do it too. Cause at $1.2 million for a price tag on a medium home in Hawaii, Hawaiians can't even afford to live here anymore.
Bitcoin is a little bit, ugly. It can only be used for that one thing, but what it did do was spark innovation. One of the innovations that it sparked was Ethereum. Ethereum works the same way. It's an operating system. You can run anything that you can do with Windows, on Windows or iOS or OS X, you can do on Ethereum. One of those things that they found a way to do on Ethereum is these smart contracts that lead to these NFTs, non-fungible tokens.
NFT is art-based, so it caters to me. It's something that, I need to be a part of, and I can't miss the bus again. So when he called me up recently and said, hey, we gotta jump on this NFT thing, man. There's a lot of money in it. I think we'll kill it.
Getting back to Keone being one of the handful of people in prison that actually did what he said he was going to do, that thing that he did was actually a physical version of these NFTs. He made hats, and his ability to take a hat, sell it for $40, and then have a secondary market at, for $400 for this cap is exactly what we're seeing in the NFT space right now. You already have experience in doing this. You have already done this. Exactly, you don't understand the technology part of it, but don't worry about that part. Like, I am understanding the technology side, and it's not, once you get the hang of it, it's not really that difficult to grasp. We are applying that model that he has already found success with in the physical world to the digital world.
We're trying to create NFTs and create a space, but also do something good for the community too. So we're gonna travel. Like, we're gonna do like a little tour throughout Hawaii, and wherever we're staying to pull inspiration from, whether it's color palettes of wherever we're staying at, we wanna give back to 5013. Like, if the NFTs do good, a portion of that sale will always go back to the community for its digital life. And, I thought that was a great idea that he came up with. And, I was just like, fuck, I'm on board, man. We're creating win-wins. How can that not be a good thing?
The soul of this project is, one, to return the environmental implications that have been tossed, to give it back to the environment, give it to the community that we're creating them in. But also, until we figure out how to lift the restrictions on Native Hawaiians owning or buying this, we're gonna figure out a way to give it to them. And this is how we're gonna do it. So, yeah.
I moved to Hilo. Well, there's a few factors why I moved to Hilo. First off, it's still affordable. It's the last affordable place in Hawaii. How well Farmers Market did and stuff. It's kind of an escape. When I want to it's very country, and I like being anonymous. My baby's mom, my daughter's mom's family's from there. So all my kids' cousins live there too, yeah. So that's kind of a cool thing, growing up with your cousins and stuff. And want to give them that also. And plus we have a house, man. I bought a house, I own a house, so.
What attracted me to Keone was that he's super funny. And yeah, he always just made me laugh, no matter what, no matter where we were. I also love that he was very open with me and told me everything right from the jump. He's a fun dad. He just loves his kids so much.
I needed a creative space. So I was kind of looking for just an office, because at the time, dude, my house in the area didn't even have Wi-Fi. You couldn't get internet where I live. I need an office, I need a creative space that has internet. And so, we figure out a budget, and then right there, but Hilo was so affordable. I was like, okay, we figure out a budget for my office, but for $400, I could get this space that's this big, and I can split it in half and have my office and creative space in the back, but also can put a retail area in the front. So now I have my little off-brand, and I had an art gallery where I'd hang all my artwork and stuff. And at first it just started off as private showings. I had a note on the thing for a private showing. You want to purchase anything? I left a number. You call this number and we'll, I'll make an appointment.
It's so the sailors, when they used to sail, and they used to run up into it.
I'm gonna go home, work on some shit, because I gotta babysit my son, because mom's going out tonight. But we still need to get this shit cracking. See right here? This is random. This isn't for the gram. Bruh. This is my everyday thing.
Right. I just feel like someday you might look like your mom, maybe. Should I read more?
The Broken Heart and Gallery, in my point of view, it was just really fun, very light and just energetic in there. We always had like good music and good vibes and just a lot of good friends around. Wait. I don't know where this came from. Sorry.
So everything is burnt. This spot is toast.
The plastic melted. So if you look at the wall right here, you can see where the heat was coming from. None of it on the bottom is burned.
Oh, yeah.
It's all coming from the top.
Yeah, it's a tough one for all of us. You know, like, it's kind of like a second home, yeah, for all of us, and so we got a lot of good memories. Okay, Chris. My kids are hurt by this. And I'm hurt that my kids are hurt by this. What is this right here? This whole NFT thing has been a process. It's a process that, you know, I'm still learning about. On top of trying to process what happened at my art gallery during the middle. In fact, probably like the most crucial point of this like NFT project. You know, fuck, I lost everything, man. Yeah, it's. If it looks like I'm not bothered by what happened, like I am, I just hide it super good. That gallery represented safety, kind of emotional safety. Like no matter what's going on, like in my personal life, I can just be going to shit at home, like. You know, then I go there, then I'm just like, you know, you feel like a sense of relief. And then, you know, I can look around at artwork that was given to me by my friends and things that I bought that inspire me culturally, spiritually, and creatively.
We are going to work probably as hard as either one of us has worked since we got out to come up with a set of these NFTs. And a portion of the resale value of these things will always go back to the community forever. After we're dead, the resale of these things will go to benefit the community. We're actually taking NFTs and giving them to the community and community leaders who have kept the community intact and strong, those foundationals. And it's all coming back to the core idea of what this really is. It is empowering the community with a technology that they have been shut out of. We are going to use the current rules that are in place to do it legally, and with an artistic flair on it, for us to be able to give a portion of that back to the community. You know, the community that's been shut out of is the goal.
Fuck, bro. Thank you guys. Man, I needed something good to happen in my life right now. Like, everything will make you feel a certain way. You know, some things are painful, some things are exciting, you know, some things are melancholic too, but you can associate a certain feeling with everything, you know, whether it's food or relationships or environment. They'll always make you feel the way actually you want to feel. So everything is a feeling, everything's attached to feelings and stuff.